Hey guys, so this is going to be a review of the Jeffree Star Setting Powder. So before I actually get into this review, the way I'm going to review it, I'm going to review it as a full all over the face setting powder. This isn't going to be like a review of like just setting the concealer or baking, because I don't do any of that. So I'm not going to be too harsh on this product or anything like that, just because I got it just to use as a setting powder for the whole of the face. So I got the shade Banana. First off, I really like the packaging. I really like the star and how metallic the lid is. Now the actual product, usually I'm not a massive fan of loose powders because sometimes it can go everywhere. And when I got this product, it looked like it was open, but because there was powder like inside the box, but when I opened it, it was sealed. So I don't know how that happened or what was going on there. It was really weird, but the initial opening of the box was a bit messy. So the packaging is one way you just twist this bit. I'm not going to have to do it one-handed, I don't think. Oh yeah, I am. Where you twist it and it reveals the holes, opposed to one where you actually have to pull out the little stopper thing, which that's a lot more messier, whereas this one's a lot more controlled. So as I said, I use this to set my full face. Now I have combo skin, combo to dry, so sometimes like when I apply powders, obviously it depends on the foundations as well, it will cling onto dry patches or sometimes irritate my skin. I don't find that this powder irritates my skin or catches onto dry patches. I know that's not the word, I just couldn't think of a word and that just came spurring it out. Attaches to dry patches, or I find that it blends really well on the skin and everything like that. When it comes to lasting powder, obviously my oils will still go through, but when my oils do still go through and I'll use this just to top it up, then it does obviously soak up oils that I do have. But for when like oil control, I think the most important thing is if you've got a good foundation base, then and then you set it with a powder, then the oils are controlled for quite a good time, really. But as opposed to if you've got a foundation that's shit, the oils are going to go through a lot quickly. I think the foundation is the key when it comes to oils, more so the powder. The powder's just there obviously to help and to set the foundation, stop the foundation from moving and stuff like that. But yeah, so do I think it's worth it? If you're somebody who does bake a lot and obviously concealed and everything like that, then I would recommend you pick it up. Just if you're somebody who just wants to do it to set the whole face, obviously because of the money and stuff, it's not necessarily worth it, just because usually the setting powders that I have are really cheap, like £4.50 from Avon, but I was really drawn to using this powder. That's the reason why I picked it up. So you're probably thinking, well, why did you just buy it? Because I was drawn to buy it. That's all. I thought, alright, there's no point in getting a concealer because I'll get it and I'll hardly use it, so I might as well just get the setting powder. So that was my thing about it. So yeah, as I said, I mean, unless you're a really good fan of Jeffree Star or you're one of those people that are extra that like to spend a lot of money on setting powders, but I'm just not usually that kind of person, then yeah, go for it. But this definitely, just to get your money's worth, it's definitely worth it if you are somebody who bakes a lot and obviously wants a powder to set their concealer and stuff, then go for it. I wouldn't recommend it as much just as a setting powder, especially if you are a beginner, because you can get cheap setting powders that do pretty much the same sort of thing, really. But yeah, that's it for this review, so bye guys.